How's it going, night shift workers? I just wanted to let you know that if you just finished your night shift, you're not alone, because I've just finished my own. So if you're lying there watching this when you've just got home from work, everybody else is still asleep or just starting to wake up, I know exactly how you feel. Because we night shift workers, we have to face with we're faced with unique challenges compared to the regular workforce. We have to deal with missing social events and things because we're working when the rest of the world are doing their regular things. We have to try and get a good amount of sleep during unnatural hours, which very rarely happens because things is happening around us in our environment which might disturb us, or even just our the natural circadian rhythm of our body just refuses to let us have the amount of rest that we want and have to sort of keep ourselves fresh and fit for work. Sometimes we'll struggle when we're at work to be alert enough to do our jobs. The night shift hours sometimes can go super slow. For some reason the clock slows down when you're on night shift, I feel. And the nights can be super long. Sometimes it's hard to sort of keep yourself alert and stop your head from nodding to try and stay awake. And we have sometimes, I don't know about you, especially if you're working night shift when you're a little bit more old like I am, it takes a proper toll on your body. The aches and pains, the fatigue feels twice as hard as it used to when I used to work night shift in my 20s. So we do face unique struggles when we work a night shift. So I know how you feel. We are like a community of people who work night shift. For some reason, for all the bad things about night shift, sometimes there's also a little bit of romance about it. You're usually part of a smaller crew of people, your own little team. You don't have as much management and supervision. You're sort of left to your own devices as well, which I quite like, that sort of independence when we're doing a night shift. You obviously get paid more money, or you should get paid more money for it being an unsocial shift that you have to work. And even things like going to bed when the sun's rising, you don't normally get to appreciate that if you get to see it, and it can be comforting and relaxing. It's another thing is you can also feel really isolated and quite alone, because when you get home, everybody's still asleep. You don't want to disturb anyone. You have to creep around, keep the noise down. And you sometimes don't see any of your loved ones or your friends until the week's over and you've got a couple of days off. Because it's sort of like an eat, sleep, work, repeat sort of routine, isn't it? So I know it can be hard. It can be mentally and physically draining working night shift. And I don't know what it is. Coming home at super early in the morning before everyone's even woken up. It's sometimes nice to just sit and reflect. Gives you the peace and quiet. Gives you a little bit of time to reflect on things like working night shift, you know what I mean? Your mind because you're sort of in a bit of a foggy haze because you're tired, but you're still pumped up a little bit, so you can't relax enough to go to sleep straight away, even though you feel absolutely shattered and you just want to close your eyes and sleep. You need that kind of winding down period. And about you guys, when you first get home from night shift, you sort of don't have an appetite, but you want to eat something at the same time. I don't know what it is for me. I like salted. When I get in, I like to just have a couple of handfuls of salted peanuts for some reason. I'm like a pregnant woman with a craving for them when I get in from night shift. And I like to just, that's what my routine is when I get in. I normally get in, have a handful of nuts. Sometimes I'll have a beer or something if there's a cold beer in the fridge, which again is really weird. But if you think about it, it's in the morning, it's our nighttime. That's when we come in to relax and unwind. And then a nice hot shower, and then hope we get a good sleep when we get to bed and don't get disturbed by the real world out and about during the daytime when they're supposed to be. So yeah, if you're lying there, just finished your night shift and you're just relaxing watching this, I know exactly how you feel. Leave a comment if you have just got in off night shift. Let us know what your routine is. What do you like to eat when you first get in from night shift? If you even like to eat anything. Just interesting to reach out to other guys who are in the same sort of situation. You know, factory workers, you could be lorry drivers, you could be emergency service workers, could be absolutely anything, working out on the roads, on the railways. There's plenty of industries have night shift workers, so there must be a lot of you guys out there. Let me know what you do. Let me know what industry you're working in and what your night shift hours are. Just give me a little bit of your routine. Yeah. I'd just like to say thank you for listening. If you've just got in from work, thank you for turning up and listening to my little rambles. And I suppose I better go and have my shower and get myself to bed. So, good night guys, or good day, and I'll see you in the next video.